Vincent Kompany was born in Uccle, a part of Brussels in Belgium, on April 10, 1986. His father, Pierre, was from the Congo and had come to Belgium as a student. His mother, Jocelyn, was Belgian. Growing up in a multicultural home, Vincent learned to be strong and to stand up for himself. He and his brother, Francois, loved football more than anything. They would play for hours in the streets and local parks, dreaming of one day becoming professional players. Vincent was not just a good player, he was a natural leader from a very young age. He was tall, strong, and always wanted to organize the games, making sure everyone played fair but also played to win. This early desire to lead would become a huge part of his story. His football journey started properly when he joined the youth academy of Anderlecht, one of Belgium's biggest clubs, when he was just 6 years old. It was clear straight away that Vincent was special. He was bigger and more mature than the other boys his age. He didn't just rely on his size, though. He worked incredibly hard to improve his skills. He would stay late after training to practice his tackling, his passing, and his heading. The coaches at Anderlecht saw his potential not just as a defender, but as a future captain. He listened carefully, asked smart questions, and always gave 100%. His determination was a sign of the incredible professional he was destined to become. Life wasn't always easy. Growing up, Vincent faced challenges, but he used them to make himself stronger. He knew that to achieve his dreams, he needed more than just talent. He needed discipline and a powerful mindset. His parents always encouraged him to focus on his education, as well as his football. They taught him that being smart off the pitch would help him be smarter on it. This advice stuck with him throughout his entire career. He learned to balance schoolwork with a demanding training schedule, developing a work ethic that would set him apart from his peers. This foundation built in his childhood prepared him for the pressures of professional football. His talent was so obvious that he moved through the Anderlecht youth system at an amazing speed. By the time he was a teenager, people all over Belgium were talking about this incredible, young defender. He was strong in the tackle, calm on the ball, and could read the game like a player with years of experience. At just 17 years old, he broke into the Anderlecht first team, which was a massive achievement. From his very first game, he looked like he belonged. He wasn't just a young player happy to be there. He was a dominant force in the defense, telling older players where to go and leading by example. The boy from Brussels was on his way to becoming a football hero. Making his debut for the Anderlecht first team in 2003 was just the beginning for Vincent. He quickly became one of the most important players in the squad, even though he was still a teenager. Playing as a central defender, he showed a maturity far beyond his years. He was fearless in challenges, brilliant in the air, and surprisingly skillful with the ball at his feet. He could start attacks from the back with long, accurate passes. In his first full season, he helped Anderlecht win the Belgian League title. For his amazing performances, he was awarded the Belgian Golden Shoe, given to the best player in the league. He was still only 18 years old. He had become a star in his home country almost overnight. Kompany's success at Anderlecht continued, and he won another league title with the club in 2006. By now, the biggest clubs in Europe were watching him. They saw a defender who had everything: strength, speed, intelligence, and leadership. Everyone knew he was destined for a bigger stage. In the summer of 2006, he made his first big move, signing for Hamburg, a major club in Germany's Bundesliga. This was a huge step for the young Belgian. The German league was tougher and faster than the Belgian league, but Vincent was ready for the challenge. He wanted to test himself against the best players in the world and prove he could succeed outside of his comfort zone. His time in Germany, however, was a difficult learning experience. He suffered a serious Achilles injury that kept him out of the game for a long time. For any young player, a major injury can be devastating. It tests your mental strength just as much as your physical strength. But Vincent did not give up. He worked tirelessly with the medical team, focusing on his recovery with the same determination he showed on the pitch. This period taught him a lot about his own body and the importance of resilience. It was a tough chapter in his career, but it made him mentally tougher and more appreciative of every moment he got to play football. Despite the injury problems, when he was fit, Kompany showed his class for Hamburg. He proved he could handle the physical demands of a top European league. His performances when he played were still powerful and commanding. He never lost his confidence or his belief in his own ability. After 2 seasons in Germany, a new and exciting opportunity came calling. A club in England was building a team to challenge for the biggest trophies in football, and they wanted a leader for their defense. In August 2008, Vincent Kompany signed for Manchester City. It was a move that would change his life and the history of the club forever. When Vincent Kompany joined Manchester City in 2008, the club was not the powerhouse it is today. They were a mid-table team with big dreams. Just a few weeks after Vincent arrived, the club was bought by new ambitious owners from Abu Dhabi. They wanted to turn Manchester City into the best team in the world, and Kompany was one of their first key signings. Initially, he was signed as a defensive midfielder, which showed his versatility. However, it wasn't long before manager Mark Hughes moved him into his natural position at the heart of the defense. From that moment on, he became the rock upon which the new Manchester City was built. In his early years at the club, Vincent experienced the team's rapid transformation. World-class players like Carlos Tevez, David Silva, and Yaya Touré began to arrive. The team was getting better and better, and Kompany was central to it all. He was a consistent performer, always reliable, and totally committed. He embraced the city of Manchester and its passionate fans, and they loved him for it. He understood what the club meant to its supporters, and played with his heart on his sleeve in every single match. He wasn't just a hired player, he felt like one of their own, fighting for the badge with pride and passion that inspired everyone around him. His leadership qualities were impossible to ignore. On the pitch, he was a vocal organizer, constantly communicating with his teammates, pointing and shouting instructions to keep the defensive line solid. He led by example, throwing himself into tackles and never backing down from a challenge. Off the pitch, he was just as important. He was a true professional who set the highest standards in training. He welcomed new players to the club and helped create a strong team spirit in the dressing room. It was no surprise when, in 2011, he was officially named the club captain. It was a role he was born to play, and it marked the beginning of Manchester City's golden era. Under his captaincy, the team started winning trophies. In 2011, he lifted the FA Cup, the club's first major trophy in 35 years. It was a huge moment that broke a long spell without success, and gave the players and fans the belief that even bigger things were possible. Kompany's solid defending and inspirational leadership were crucial to that victory. He had helped turn a team of talented individuals into a united winning machine. The boy from Brussels was now a leader at one of the most exciting football projects in the world, and he was ready to guide them to even greater heights. The best was yet to come. As captain, Vincent Kompany was the driving force behind Manchester City's quest for the Premier League title. The 2011 to 2012 season was one of the most dramatic in football history. City were battling their fierce rivals, Manchester United, for the championship. With just 3 games left to play, the two teams faced each other in a match that was described as the biggest Manchester derby of all time. The pressure was immense. The whole world was watching. City needed to win to keep their title hopes alive. On that tense night, it was Captain Kompany who rose to the occasion. Just before halftime, he soared into the air and powered a header into the net. It was the only goal of the game. That goal was more than just a goal. It was a statement. It was the moment that shifted the title race in City's favor. It showed Kompany's incredible ability to deliver when it mattered most. He was not just a defender, he was a match winner. That season famously went down to the final seconds of the final day, with Sergio Aguero scoring an injury-time winner to clinch the title. But many fans will tell you that Kompany's derby goal was just as important. When his team needed a hero, he stepped up. Lifting that Premier League trophy as captain was the fulfillment of the dream the club's owners had when they first arrived. Vincent Kompany had led them to the promised land. This was just the start of his success. Over the next few years, Kompany would lead Manchester City to 3 more Premier League titles in 2014, 2018, and 2019. He also won another FA Cup and 4 League Cups. He became one of the most decorated captains in the club's history. However, his journey was not without its struggles. He suffered from a series of muscle injuries that forced him to miss many games. These were frustrating times for him and the club. Lesser players might have let their heads drop, but Vincent's mental strength was extraordinary. He fought back from every setback with incredible determination, working relentlessly to get back on the pitch and lead his team. his presence made the team better. When he was fit and playing, City were simply a different side. They were more solid, more organized, and more confident. His influence went far beyond his defensive duties. He was the team's heartbeat, its conscience, and its warrior spirit all rolled into one. The fans nicknamed him Vinny and adored him for his loyalty and commitment. In an era where players often moved clubs for money, Kompany stayed at Manchester City for 11 years. He became a true club legend, not just for the trophies he won, but for what he represented: leadership, loyalty, and a never-say-die attitude. Every great hero has moments that define their legend, and Vincent Kompany had plenty. While his 2012 Derby header was iconic, another goal, perhaps even more spectacular, cemented his legendary status forever. It came in May 2019, during another nail-biting title race, this time against Liverpool. Manchester City were playing at home against Leicester City in the second-to-last game of the season. The score was 0-0, and with just 20 minutes left, City were growing desperate. They needed a goal. The ball came to Kompany, 30 yards out from goal. His teammates were shouting, "Don't shoot, Vinny!" But he had other ideas. He unleashed a thunderbolt of a shot that flew into the top corner of the net. The stadium erupted. It was a goal of unbelievable quality and importance, a once-in-a-lifetime strike from a central defender in the most high-pressure situation imaginable. It secured a 1-0 win, and ultimately won Manchester City the Premier League title by a single point. It was a moment of pure magic, a perfect summary of Kompany's career. When his team needed him most, he delivered something truly extraordinary. That goal would be his final one for the club, and it was a fittingly heroic way to sign off. It was the ultimate captain's contribution, a moment that will be replayed by City fans for generations to come. It was the perfect farewell. A few days after that incredible goal, Vincent Kompany announced he would be leaving Manchester City after 11 glorious years. He left as a hero. The club honored his immense contribution by commissioning a statue of him inside their stadium, the Etihad. The statue captures his passionate celebration, a permanent reminder of the man who led them through their most successful era. His legacy is not just in the trophy cabinet, which he filled with 4 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and 4 League Cups. It is also in the standards he set. He helped create a winning culture at the club, a mentality of excellence that continues to this day. He was also recognized with many individual honors. He was named the Premier League Player of the Season in 2011-12 and was included in the PFA Team of the Year 3 times. But for Kompany, the team's success was always more important than personal awards. He was the ultimate team player. His influence is still felt at Manchester City long after he left. He is remembered as arguably the club's greatest ever captain. His name is sung by the fans at every home game. He didn't just play for Manchester City. He became a part of its soul, a symbol of its transformation from hopeful dreamers to champions. Vincent Kompany's leadership was not just for his club, he was also a hugely important figure for his country, Belgium. He made his debut for the Belgian national team in 2004 when he was just 17 years old, becoming one of the youngest players ever to represent the country. For many years, Belgium had struggled to qualify for major tournaments, but a new exciting group of players was starting to emerge, including talents like Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, and Romelu Lukaku. Kompany, with his experience and leadership, was the natural leader of this group. They became known as Belgium's golden generation, and hopes were high that they could achieve something special on the international stage. Kompany captained his country at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, their first World Cup in 12 years. He led the defense with his usual authority as Belgium reached the quarter-finals, a respectable performance that showed the world their potential. He also played at the 2016 European Championship. Unfortunately, just like in his club career, injuries sometimes got in the way. He cruelly missed Euro 2016 due to injury, a huge blow for him and the team. But he fought his way back to fitness, determined to lead his country one more time at the 2018 World Cup in Russia. This was seen as the golden generation's best chance to win a major trophy. The 2018 World Cup was the peak of his international career. Although he missed the first 2 group games with an injury, he returned to play a vital role in the knockout stages. He was immense in the dramatic 3-2 comeback win against Japan, and was a rock at the back in the brilliant 2-1 quarterfinal victory over Brazil. The team was playing fantastic football, and the entire country was behind them. They narrowly lost to eventual winners France in a tight semi-final, a heartbreaking result for the team. However, they did not leave Russia empty-handed. They went on to beat England in the third-place playoff to secure the bronze medal. This was Belgium's best-ever finish at a World Cup, a historic achievement for the nation. Kompany and his teammates were welcomed home as heroes. For Vincent, it was a proud moment. He had led his country with distinction for over a decade, through the difficult years and into a new era of success. He had been a mentor to the younger players and the glue that held the team together. He ended his international career with 89 caps, having established himself as one of the greatest players in his country's history. He had taken Belgium to the top table of world football, leaving a legacy of pride and achievement for his nation. When Vincent Kompany left Manchester City in 2019, he wasn't ready to say goodbye to football. He announced a surprise move back to where it all began, his first club, Anderlecht. This time, he was taking on the role of player-manager. It was a huge challenge to be both a player on the pitch and the boss on the sidelines. He wanted to use his incredible football knowledge and leadership skills to guide the club he loved. He aimed to bring back the attacking style of football he had learned under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. It was a difficult first step into management, juggling two massive responsibilities, and the results were mixed. He eventually decided to hang up his boots for good in 2020, to focus solely on coaching. As full-time manager, he began to shape the Anderlecht team in his image. He focused on developing young players and playing a technical possession-based game. While he didn't win a trophy, he laid important foundations for the club's future, and guided them to a third-place finish and a cup final. His work did not go unnoticed. In 2022, he was offered a new challenge to become the manager of Burnley, a team that had just been relegated from the English Premier League. Many people were surprised by this move. Burnley were known for a very direct, physical style of football, the complete opposite of what Kompany believed in. Could he really transform them? What happened next was sensational. Kompany completely revolutionized Burnley. He brought in new technical players and implemented a beautiful attacking style of football that stunned the Championship, England's second division. His team dominated the league from start to finish. They played with flair, confidence, and a tactical intelligence that was levels above their opponents. Burnley won the championship title with an incredible 101 points, securing promotion back to the Premier League at the first attempt. Kompany was praised by everyone for his outstanding coaching. He had proven that his ideas and leadership could translate from the pitch to the manager's dugout. His success at Burnley attracted the attention of one of the biggest clubs in the world. In the summer of 2024, in a move that shocked the football world, Vincent Kompany was appointed as the new head coach of German giants Bayern Munich. This was a massive step up, a testament to how highly he was rated as a manager. At Bayern, he has continued to build on his reputation, leading the team to a strong start in the Bundesliga and the Champions League in the 2024-25 season. He has already secured his first piece of silverware, winning the DFL Super Cup. From a legendary player to a hugely promising young manager, Vincent Kompany's second career in football is already proving to be as exciting as his first. Behind the powerful defender and the sharp-minded manager is a dedicated family man and a thoughtful human being. Vincent is married to his wife Carla, who is from Manchester. They met while he was playing for Hamburg and she was a Manchester City supporter. Together, they have 3 children, a daughter Sienna, and 2 sons Kai and Caleb. His family has always been his rock, providing him with support and stability away from the high-pressure world of professional football. He has often spoken about how important his wife and children are to him, and how they help him keep a balanced perspective on life. He is a loving father who enjoys spending as much time as he can with his family. Kompany is also known for his intelligence and his commitment to education. His parents always stressed the importance of school, and he took their advice seriously. Even while he was a rising football star, he continued his studies. He eventually earned a master's degree in business administration from the Manchester Business School. He wrote his final dissertation on how Premier League football clubs can benefit from home advantage. This shows his incredible dedication and his desire to understand the world both on and off the pitch. He is fluent in several languages, including Dutch, French, English, and German, which has helped him adapt to different countries and communicate with teammates and players from all over the world. Furthermore, Vincent has always used his platform as a famous footballer to help others. He has a big heart and is involved in numerous charity projects. He is particularly passionate about tackling homelessness in Manchester, a city he considers his second home. He launched a project called Tackle 4MCR, where he worked with the mayor of Greater Manchester to raise money and awareness to help rough sleepers. He even donated all the money from his testimonial match at Manchester City to this cause. His generosity and social conscience show what a caring person he is. He believes that footballers have a responsibility to give back to the communities that support them. His interests go beyond football too. He is a thoughtful and articulate speaker who is not afraid to share his opinions on important social issues, including racism. Having experienced prejudice himself, he has been a powerful voice in the fight for equality in football and in society. He is a respected figure whose words carry weight. He is a role model for young people everywhere, showing them that you can be a tough competitor on the field and a compassionate, intelligent, and principled person off it. Vincent Kompany is truly more than just a footballer. He is a leader, a scholar, a philanthropist, and a true gentleman of the game. Vincent Kompany's story is one of talent, hard work, and inspirational leadership. As a player, he was a colossus, a defender who combined strength and intelligence to become one of the very best of his generation. For Manchester City, he was more than just a captain. He was the soul of the team. He led them out of the shadows and into an era of unprecedented glory. His major achievements as a player are staggering: 4 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and 4 League Cups. He scored some of the most important goals in the club's history, creating moments of magic that will never be forgotten by the fans who idolized him. He is without question a Manchester City legend. His impact was just as significant for his country. He was the leader of Belgium's golden generation, guiding them to a historic bronze medal at the 2018 World Cup. He wore the captain's armband with immense pride and helped turn his nation into a genuine force in world football. His journey as a player was defined by resilience. He battled back from numerous injuries with a spirit that never broke, showing a mental toughness that was as impressive as his physical strength. He set the highest standards for himself and for everyone around him, earning the respect of teammates, opponents, and managers alike. His playing career alone is enough to mark him as a football great. But his story did not end there. His transition into management has been just as remarkable. He has taken the same intelligence, passion, and leadership qualities that made him a world-class player and applied them to coaching. He transformed Burnley with a brand of football that was both beautiful and incredibly effective, winning the championship in spectacular fashion. Now he stands on the touchline at one of the world's biggest clubs, Bayern Munich, already a DFL Super Cup winner in 2024, and proving that he belongs at the very highest level of management. His journey as a coach is only just beginning, but it promises to be as exciting as his playing days. Ultimately, Vincent Kompany is respected not just for what he has won, but for who he is. He is a family man, an educated scholar, and a compassionate person who uses his fame to make a positive difference in the world. He is a role model who stands up for what is right. He has shown that you can be a fierce competitor and a good person at the same time. Whether he was wearing a captain's armband or a manager's suit, he has always been a leader. Vincent Kompany is a true football hero, a figure whose legacy of excellence, integrity, and inspiration will endure in the beautiful game for many years to come.